everyone, it's Natalie Turno from ENJO Canada. I thought I would come and show you today some of the essential things that I desperately could never live without and need in my kitchen. One of them is my stone baking dish, and I also love my cast iron. But the reason why I wanted to show you this is today I did quite a bit of cooking and I used a lot of cast iron as well as stoneware, and this is the best thing to use on stoneware and cast iron. Another option would be your little scrubby, which has a little harder scrub on the back side there. That's a really good one to use. You could also use your hand scrubby brush so that you could clean your stoneware, especially something like that, because it actually has a really great little spot where you can put your finger and clean in there. So if you don't like to get your hands dirty, this is a really great tool. Another thing that you must have is a wipe up cloth, which is the all-purpose fiber. And why this one is so useful, as you can see, it's got some really long fibers in here. This picks up and traps all the dirt and stuff. And then the next thing that I use a lot in the kitchen is my little hand cloth. So this is actually part of the skin zone, and on the tag it tells you what each thing is. So it says right there, if you can see, skin zone. So this is part of the kitchen. So when I cook, bake, and all that, I have to have this in my kitchen, because if not, I'm using paper towels and I'm using something else and that I have to throw away. So this I use every day, all the time. It's amazing. And this is a great cleanup afterwards for my counters and stuff, but this is what I need. I use this for my oven, I use this for my stove, I use it for larger pieces like this. I also use it for my refrigerator. So what I'm going to do is show you how in here I had roasted a full meal with meat, potatoes, all that, and I made a gravy as well. So this is what you see from the stoneware, and if anyone has stoneware, you know that it then gets seasoned, and the color that's on here, that brownish, it actually is part of the dish. So I just wanted to show you how you'll see some of the dirt that comes off of here. So key number one is cold water. So I've put some water in here already to rinse it out. And another thing too is another reason why I need two. I'm going to show you. I need. Sorry about that. I need two of these all-purpose cloths is because, sorry about that, let's put that back in. The reason why is because this is a great way to be able to keep my pot from sliding back and forth or even scratching, because I have a black sink. So this is actually a really great one. So I have two of them, one of them that I use for cleanup and another one when I'm cleaning something like this. So here we go. I'm going to get this started and show you how to do that. So cold water, I'm going to put the cold water here, and you just wet the cloth as you need it. You don't have to wet the whole thing unless you're doing a lot of dishes and all that. So what I do is put a bit of water on the end on my fiber, just like that. When you try to take the water out, it's best that you roll it and squeeze it out. So if you don't want too much water, and in this case, I could use a lot of water or less water, but let's see here. See what I put in here. So I'm going to grab this and show you how, with just this fiber here on this side, what happens is you can see that it picks up all that dirt and stuff, but that's oil and grease and stuff from inside my dish, because it had a little bit of oil residue on it. Sorry, I lost my little cloth to hold it. There we go. So I'm going to just show you how it's a light motion, and I'm just going over it a few times, and then all the way around the edges. And again, it's cold water. And the reason why you're doing that is because this is all you need actually to pick up and grab all of that. So if I think there's a bit of meat and stuff that's left or something that's stuck at the bottom, you can actually just flip and use this side. So again, I'm going to put a little bit of cold water and I'm going to move it around to the other side, because on the first side I picked up a lot of the leftover crumbs and stuff and all the oils, and on this side I'm going to scrape off any of the built up baked pieces and stuff on the end. So this roast was in the oven for probably 3 hours, and so it baked a long time, and there's actually a cover for this. So the cover actually also was over the top. So it did a lot of steaming and a lot of cooking inside of this. So you would think with all that food in there that there would be so much in here that you'd have to take some kind of a product and some kind of a scrubby thing to be able to remove all that. But I'm guaranteeing you that this is all you need, and this little fiber on the back side that has a little, it's actually a little bit hard in here, but it has these long fibers that actually pick up and grab all that dirt as well. So now I'm going to take some hot water actually to rinse out my pan. And I can see that there's still a little bit here, so I'm going to grab my scrubby, because the scrubby is a little bit harder, and just take off those little bits that are left in here. So that's pretty much it. So as you can see, my stoneware is perfectly clean. There's nothing left in here. Can you see that? It is as clean can be, and all I used was my kitchen fibers and cold water. So lastly, I wanted to explain to you that to clean up my fibers once I'm done, especially if I've got other things to clean, and this has got oil and stuff in it, I will rinse that fiber out with some hot water, but I also will add a drop of wash up soap. So all I do is turn the hot water on, wet my fiber like this, and then I just put a couple little drops of washing up soap like this, and it's plant-based with orange. And what's amazing about that is it actually pulls and grabs all the dirt and oil from the fiber. And if I have a little bowl here, I'll show you. I'm going to squeeze this out and show you in here how there's some pretty dirty water. So in here is what was in here that was being trapped and held on by wiping all the kitchen counters and all that. It's trapped in here. So to be able to release it, you take some hot water, drop of this, wash that out. So I'm going to do the same thing with my kitchen glove, the one that I use to clean out my pot, because as you can see, it's really dirty. So I'm going to do that, and then I will roll it out with some hot water, hang it to dry, and I'll be good to go until the next time. So there we go. This is how you use the kitchen tools for the stoneware after you've baked in the oven. Have a great day.